4 minutes.
Thank you so much. Welcome to the Minister here today. And Minister, I suppose, just in relation to this, the points, I suppose, for me that I really take home is that when we look at the Public Deprivation Index, over and over again, the group that are the most vulnerable are single mothers. Anytime you review any of the stats, you look at the data, we've seen it over and over again, and what you're bringing forward in this bill is going to make a massive change. You said it's going to impact on over 16,000 single parents, and that there's a cost, I think, of 10 million to the Exchequer. But this is going to support families when it comes to not being means tested, I guess, in terms of the single parents allowance or the single family allowance, but also that when it comes to it not being means tested for all the other social benefits as well. Minister, the element that you've taken there as well about reducing the chat, I suppose where the Department of Social Protection would have had to try and see was there some sort of income coming from the former partner or the parent, that's really going to relieve so much stress on these families. And I know from in my own area as well, when you're dealing with families where there's been a very difficult marriage breakup or a partnership breakup, you spoke about it yourself as well. You've seen this in the credit union when you see families struggling, mothers struggling to either handle the costs of living, the costs of going to school. I know we're making so many changes, and I know your department as well is looking at the hot school meals and so on, but these changes relieve the pressure and the stress on parents. And Minister, I really want to acknowledge that because, it is something that we have targeted about, that the cost of living supports benefit people, and that when we look at cost of living supports, that we say that so many of them are benefiting everyone in our society. But these changes are really going to target the people who are most affected. And when I talk about that, I do talk about single parents, and I do talk about single mothers in particular. And I really just want to acknowledge, I suppose, your efforts and the efforts of the advisory committee as well in relation to this. And just to say that, it is something I know for the Taoiseach and I know for the Cabinet and I know for government to look at child poverty here, and that, the child payment is for the child, and that, the payment that will come for the mother or the father will be their payment directly. Minister, I just want to acknowledge the work that's been done here. I know that we're going to be seeing further developments around this as well, but I'm really pleased that this is targeting and going to improve the situation for people who are the most vulnerable when it comes to poverty here in Ireland. Garmagas.
Thank you very much.